Hello and welcome to the YouTube and welcome to the Twitch and welcome to the gay side of the internet. Yeah, pride, prima, spacebar. There. Pride Month might be over, but that doesn't mean that I stop being gay. Unfortunately, Ocean isn't here because there was difficulty. Things made it hard to sleep. And there's probably plenty of people out there that know it's not exactly nice to be doing thought intensive things when you're very tired. So, Ocean isn't here, and we haven't been here for last stream was, I believe, we missed 2 streams, so a whole week, which is not my favorite fact. And my spacebar is really doing weird. I'm gonna use that as an excuse for whatever might go wrong at any point during this episode, because I like having excuses for things going wrong because it happens all the time. So unfortunately I'm alone, and we've missed several times because I'm not very good at solo streaming. And there was one time when I was like on the verge. I was preparing everything, and suddenly there was a lot of noise outside, which lasted for a whole hour. So that wasn't particularly nice. But now I'm finally here again, and that's pretty cool. And actually, we have reached 40 followers in fact I believe we have reached 41 followers, and we have a little funny thing in the top there for it. Ocean made that so we can show now how close we are to our subscriber goal or follow goal. Did I say subscriber? I mean follow goal of 50 people, which would be pretty cool. And I believe we've already secretly given some hints that we do have some things planned for whenever we reach 50, which of course 50 is a pretty good amount of people, really. And we have some funny ideas for what we can do when that happens. Also, excuse me if I press a lot of the wrong buttons right now, because last few days I've been playing a lot of Planet Crafter and then Satisfactory, 2 other games, very similar styles. They're both also like open world survival-esque games, just like Minecraft, and they both have machines and stuff, and they both have totally different control schemes to Minecraft, because, well, we all know that any other game than Minecraft uses shift for running, while Minecraft uses it for sneaking, not shifting. That would be mad. Like if you would have Minecraft in Minecraft, and if you press Minecraft in the top Minecraft, you'd sneak in the bottom Minecraft. That would be weird. Just about weird enough for me to make one day. But also much too difficult because I'm not that good at making things. Also, I should really quickly do this little thing there. Okay. So now it's time to get into the episode, really. And I think I remember properly that last time I was working on trees. And oh yeah, and I'm creating things that are definitely very sane for it. Okay, I was making it so that it would place the sapling and then Also chop it down. This is a beautiful little machine. But it didn't work yet. I believe this did work, that it automatically grabbed it from the chest. But I forget what else didn't work. Oh wait, need to turn that on. Ho 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 ho. Things punching things. It's breaking things. I didn't think it was breaking things earlier. Well, it doesn't seem to be picking them up, but that's fine enough for now. If that's the only thing that's going wrong, then that is perfectly fine in my eyes. What does seem to be happening is that the bottom block isn't being mined, but it appears I already almost have a solution for that, because if you look at this thing, you might be able to notice that the way that it's driving, it places the sapling after all of the wood choppers come by. So if I make this block into oh, that's the wrong button. Tab for inventory. If I then I need another one of these. Well, how expensive were they again? Well, of course I don't have a 4x4 or 3x3 in my inventory. I have 4, which is 2x2, but not a 3x3. Damn. All these numbers. Okay, I have nothing. Maybe I have some cogwheels. And casing. I need to get rid of some of these things. Okay. Then I need an electron tube and a brass hand. Was it something like that? Oh, that's wrong. Oh, it's 4 flat brass. Oh, this is the platinator. A barushka. There we go. We got some brass. We got andesite, but not andesite ingots. What's that? This thing, right? Oh, I don't remember. Was it? I believe I had used this thing for that. Oh, and then andesite. Now, of course, for andesite, I also need iron nuggets to make the alloy. It's coming back. It's coming back slowly. It's and oh, there's the andesite. Does that work without heating it? I mean, it's spinning, so I guess it's doing something, but I thought to remember that I needed to heat the thing, just not superheat it. Superheating, that's going to be a difficult thing, because that costs cakes, which are expensive. This is entertaining gameplay. Okay, so if I got the andesite alloy, so I need the brass hand, and then after that I also need the electron tube. Oh god, I need to place the brass back in my inventory. This I can place back at the thingus machine. Okay. Then I make the electron tube, that's right. I have redstone in here, right? I believe I made the same mistake last time to think I had no redstone, but I do have redstone. Like a pro. Then an electron tube. I need the iron again, and I should make sure that I don't stay outside for too long when it's dark. And then, oh god, and then I need another thing as well. Do I have any sandpaper? That's good. Sandpaper, where is it? Oh, here. Not here. And then I need to make sure that I've got, oh god, I need quartz for that as well. Oh, and I still had andesite. Did I already put it in there? Oh, this is, the frantic energy has absolutely returned. I forget, do you craft rose quartz with 8 quartz in 1 redstone, or the other way around? No, no, there. Put wool in there. Where did I have I thought I had the quartz in there. Where did I have any quartz? Here it is. Balloon bagoon. I got it. I'll put the sandpaper in my offhand and then crunch, crunch, crunch. Nom, nom, nom. That back. Put that in there. Hey, hey, hey. Simple crafting, but I've gone and done it. There we go. And we got another deployer, the last deployer that I need if I've thought about it intelligently enough, which likely is not the truth because it's me. And of course I need an axe for that as well. Axe. That's not how you craft an axe, that's how you craft an axe. And oh, I also think I need to add it as a filter and then put it in there and then shift click. What was it? In punch mode, okay, right click with wrench. There we go. Now I will punch things with a punch thing. And that should make it work. Scary moment. Oh, but that doesn't mean that it's gonna break saplings every time. That's not particularly smart when it does that. It's gonna make it so that the saplings don't actually grow. Oh no. Yeah, at this point the picking up the items is not nearly my biggest problem. Okay. So, and it's not tall enough. Apparently I need more tallness. Was it really a good idea of me to do this and not something smarter? Okay, I need to think for a second, because the problem is that the saplings are getting broken. The saplings shouldn't get broken, but when there's a whole block, it should get broken. Maybe that's what I had as an idea first. If I would cost some slime, but I have a sort of slime machine. I remember that much. Here, yeah, this thing kind of almost makes slime. So if I were to put, how do you make slime again? Lime dye. If I were to put lime dye in there with it, then it would be hunky dory. How? Because you make lime dye with green and white, but can you get white from anything else than bones? Well, flowers, but don't have any flowers. I don't have any. Oh, you can get it a bit from sand. No, mainly bones though. This is difficult. Oh yeah, my gold machine. Has that produced like any gold yet? Because I believe it does work. I believe I've checked it to work. Does it? It would also be very unfortunate if it were to fill up the whole system with things that I don't need. That would be not great. Because it would only put sand in there. Oh, whatever. I don't even know if I need the gold. Because I have absolutely forgotten. I believe last episode I already forgot what I needed the gold for when I made it. So I'm just gonna ignore that. Maybe one day I'll come back and I'll see, oh no, everything is broken. But for now I'm just gonna leave that as it is. Okay, so I have a small, sneaky, evil little plan. But do I? Wait. This is difficult. So the idea that I'm having is, what if I would what if I would put stuff underneath the trees with some pistons that would make it so that whenever there's a solid block, like a non-transparent block, there, it will get a redstone output somehow to a piston that is underneath this block, a sticky piston that would push the dirt up and then pull it down again. A new sapling can be placed and this tree can be mined from up, you know, like that's where the lowest block would be. This is where the lowest block would be, so it wouldn't have to go to the level of the saplings again. But what appears to be a difficulty in that situation is the fact that if I were to do that, if I would get the signal to the piston, I would probably, to make it tileable, I'd probably have to use this side, and then this side for the piston. Oh, I already had the idea, I guess. Piston system. Very beautiful. I guess I already had the idea, so it must be somewhat smart, but the problem is that it would probably occupy all three sides, and this side, well, the top side, like it will occupy the back, the bottom, the front, and the top will need to be occupied by the tree that is pushed up, and the front is where this block needs to put its saplings. So that's not the solution yet. So I need to find out how to do that smart, surely. How do I? There's not some kind of a half cheaty solid block checker or something in Create, is there? Honestly, it would be, I would consider it slightly cheaty, but I mean, if the people of the mod would have put it in, then I would have been like, apparently it's fair game. But it doesn't appear that they have, which makes my dilemma more difficult. I think I'm going to make a smart system like here, so that I don't have to, firstly, that I don't have to do it for the entire broth of it. Secondly, that I can do it without actually messing up any of the saplings that I would have planted. And then for now, that's just a manual tree farm. But I have exactly one bone meal, just the minimum that I could use. That's, oh wait, of course I need to make it into white dye and then turn that into lime dye, and then combine that with the dough in the subterraneous machine, which is over here. What actually was the whole idea? Just that I put things in here and it starts making, or that it gets those from the farm and it crushes it, waters it, and makes it into dough like that, and then it puts that in here together with lime dye. Well, I put the lime dye and it puts the dough in there. Ingenious. Slightly. Okay, is that... I guess that's it. I got slime balls. Is it... Are you okay, bro? Are you fine? Is there a reason it's stopped here? I don't see why it would have. That's a lot of seeds, by the way. Don't tell me all my old systems are suddenly breaking. That would be a lot of work. Especially because I don't design these machines to be very robust. I just design them to kind of work sort of half without too much specific perfection, so there's a large chance that they'll break and be hardly possible to fix. So that will be difficult. Oh, it's night. That's right. Thank you, zombie man, for not killing me and reminding me that it is night. Oh, and that's a creeper. No, there are monstronies nearby. I don't know if you can hear the bubbling of the bottle. I got a bottle of lemonade. If you do hear it, then what's the word? For some reason, the last few days, I keep saying I excuse myself instead of whatever is the... Like, I guess I ask for you to excuse me, but that sounds weird. Or I apologize, but I don't think that's the word my brain is looking for. It's just a weird word. I mean, the entirety of language is weird these days. And everyone is weird these days because they suddenly start to realize. They're like, language is weird. It's just confusing. But that should allow me to... Oh, no. That should allow me to craft a piston. No, wait. No, that's a... My brain is slightly EP. I am not functioning at 100%, and I'm not sure why, because I have slept well. Surprisingly well for me. So, the dirt on top of that, and I have one sapple from here. A sapple. A oak sapple. And the rotten flesh. So, the idea of this is that as soon as this sapling grows into a proper tree, so it grows a transparent block here, pushes it all up, and now that should have enough push length for any normal sort of tree that would grow. So that's a good thing. And then like that, it pushes the whole tree up so that I can chop everything that's this height or higher. And a new sapling is planted here, which will not be cut down. Now, difficulty is how am I gonna make sure that it's tileable, and that it actually gets the signal there when it's not a lot of space. I'm gonna throw that away somewhere else. Rotten flesh. So, one thought. Of course, the simplest way to make something see if there's something there is with a repeater. Well, not always. There's always a simpler way if it's a specific scenario, because it's never. Wait, no, that's not a repeater. I need another one of these, and I need to repeat that, and that's a repeater. See, it makes sense. Is that no? I have not made redstone things or anything in Minecraft for too long. Apparently I haven't used the recipe book yet in this world, because everything was new. So I need me some stone rather than cobblestone. And there. Then I need 3 of the stone arenos, which equals 2 of the plank arenos. Oh, need to eat again. I need to. Oh wait, I can put that in there. Okay, I still had slime balls. Good to know. Though a bit late for my liking. Why do I have terracotta? Is that from the gold machine? I believe that used terracotta as a middle stage. Isn't it here that it had terracotta, and then I do need to have it in my inventory to be able to put it in there. Okay, so it takes the terracotta and puts it somewhere. So that's a good sign. Is it crushing it? Is that what is happening? Ah, whatever. So I guess I've got some space in my inventory. Place that there. Apple's pretty tasty. So there, the system. Then oh wait, that was why I was making the stone. I forget to not forget very often. So it's been burnt by now. And now we've got ourselves some flat stone. Now I have to remember how to do it. Oh, that's what I already needed redstone for. There are 2 torches. There's stone. Bam! It only took me 3 tries. I am a true crafter of the mines. And then I also actually need a redstone torch. So now if I place a redstone Ionio on the other side and I place a sapling here, that's not going to make anything happen, but if I place the full-grown log here, that's going to trigger that. Okay, that's a good thing to test. I have a smirch idea. One of the smartest ideas you have never heard. Because I've only just come up with it, so how could you have heard of it already? That's mad. Where did that axe go? Oh, there it is. It's probably fine to use oak in a thing that is otherwise entirely spruce. Actually, there's only one other block. It's equally much dirt as spruce now, I guess. So it's extra fine. It's mighty fine. So what's gonna happen then? I need to know whether this red... Oh. Can it... Okay, I'm gonna work on this system first to see if I can get that to work, and then I have another piece of concern. There is enough saplingage in... Okay, there's enough saplingage in here. And I'm gonna see if it keeps this redstone intact, and if it places a sapling there correctly. It's placed a sapling and the redstone is still there. That is promising. And then, of course, it's gonna break everything, which takes a second. It is funny to see them all at work, all at the same moment. And then, there we go. So it seems like that is a thing that would work, to have the redstone there, which is very good for my situation. However, we still need to make sure that that actually powers the piston, which will be... How will I do that? Can I do redstone? No, that doesn't work. That's kind of mean. Is this, do I have observers? Ooh, ooh, I will cost some observers. Is there two sorts of reinforced? So I'll need an observer if I want to do that. I'll make this block into an observer, make it output into there, but the problem with an observer, that's right, the problem with an observer is that it gives a 1 tick output, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe have they changed that? I'm gonna have to look at that. So if the observer works, then it's gonna give an output into the block below it, and it's gonna give a funny, it's gonna give it a signal so that it can work, which is cool. Then it was the other way around. There we go. I always forget which way around observers work. Oh, yeah. Now, if this observer, I believe the observer still only does 1 pulse of redstone signal, which would make it not perfect, because then the piston will spit out its own block, as is demonstrated here. Actually, oh no, it's quasi-connectivitying. It's quasi-connectivitying because it goes straight up. Then that is not the goodest. I'm thinking of making it not tileable, just saying gaps in between them. That would probably be the easiest idea. It's going to be an infinitely runnable tree farm anyway, and from the amount of wood that I have gotten so far in only testing it, I feel like I'm going to be fine if I make it tileable and only have half as, or not, make it not tileable and only have half as many, no, thanks zombie, it's night. So I feel like that, I feel like the tileability is going to be very difficult because I'm very stupid. So it would probably be easier to do that. And I'm repeating the same sentence over and over because I'm trying to think and my brain doesn't realize that it's easier to think if you're not talking. Okay, everyone's dead. That's unfortunate. It's connecting. Okay, it's going again. I guess it's fine. Okay, only place near initial angle. That is good because that is how it should be goodly. If I don't make it tileable, that will help. Is that actually gonna help at all? I don't have any sort of falling dirt, do I? No. Because I could try to put 2 sand on top of it, but the problem is that I don't think trees grow particularly well on sand in Minecraft. Oh, this is more difficult than I thought when I started. I'm really starting to doubt whether or not this is a smart sort of idea. Oh god. I'm not even sure how to do this. Because I either need to move the block out of the way, or I need to make sure that it doesn't break the other block. If we're moving the block out of the way, it seems like I'm going to need some kind of a thing to distinguish between a solid block and or a transparent block and a non-transparent block. The problem with that is that, well, it seems like I'm too stupid to make something like that work. I think I'm going to put this by the wayside for a bit and see what other type of ideas I have. I believe I have a little list of all of the things expand the automatic food. Oh wait, that's a different thing. Tree farm and the side farm important in brackets, but is it? I believe for the and the side. Cobblestone, nether quartz. Can I make nether quartz artificially? Prismarine crystals, that doesn't seem like it's gonna. Soul sand, but I don't see, it doesn't seem like it has any way to make soul sand easily. Any other ways to make diorite? I guess lime sand and lava, but the lava is going to be difficult again because it's going to require superheating, which is going to require a whole lava farm, which will have to be recursive, I guess. I guess it would produce more lava than a single cake would take. Is there any other way that I can think of to make lava? Oh, that was full, wasn't it? Is there any other way that I can think of to make lava happen? sort of special crafting ingredients? No. Lava bucket? No. That's difficult. That's very difficult to make a lot of andesite. I need a lot of lava, and to make a lot of lava, I need to have my brains, which I doesn't. Is there any other way to make lava? I feel like I very well might be missing something incredibly simple. I believe in the newer versions, there's a way to make lava out of dripstone, but unfortunately this version is not very newer. Also, why does it keep glitching? That's interesting. Is it just it's just a glitchy spot. Interesting. What am I to do? How can I make it work? How can I be smart? I guess there's two more things then. The food farm, I could expand the food farm, but the question is, do I really need to expand the food farm? Because I believe it's kind of just, yeah, it seems like it's keeping enough carrots coming in for me to eat, which should be good enough. And then I can make it so that the kelp farm automatically bakes its ingredients, so that it actually automatically bakes the kelp that comes out of it. Is there anything else that you use undried kelp? That's the word for. Nope, it's just for drying it. Oh, I have to make more systems. I've experienced a similar feeling in here as the feeling that I've had a lot in Satisfactory, where it's not always nice to make a new power generation system or to upgrade any that I already have, which makes it more difficult to make proper machines. It seems like this one is pretty good already. How much stress did it have? 6,400. I feel like most of the components take up a reasonable amount, but I don't remember the gearworks. What sort of ratio do I have on the gears? It seems like it's a 1-to-1, which is a good sign, because that would mean that I have way more power than I need. Okay, that is quite a positive foresight, I would say, concerning the power generation in this shack. Now, the next challenge, how exactly will I make it do the thing? The problem that I've had sometimes before is that if you try to make a system to make kelp melted by kelp or dried by kelp, because you can dry the kelp, then stack it into one block, and then use that as fuel for more kelp. If you do that, you generally run into the problem that it wants to dry every kelp separately. But, ooh, that's right, I can make a fan. Can I try it with this? I don't know if you need to smoke it. Let me see. I guess smoking works just as well, but I can't just send it through here. So I guess if I wanna... Can I smoke it in the water? I don't suppose I could. Maybe I could. But it would be weird. Okay, so what I'm thinking of is making a belt that's just gonna drive it underneath, or underneath, like gonna drive it by some smoking stuff, which would include a fan. Do I have any fans? This is not the version where you can look here, but how many times have I done that before? I feel like I've done that several times before to check if I could or could not search in my inventory, and I don't seem to have any fans in here. Encased fan. Encased, where's that? There it is. The propeller, as one might say. No, I have my andesito in here. Like a pro. Oh, it's night. Let me just sleep. And then let me see. Oh yeah, I needed to crunch some iron. Crunch. I'm gonna ignore that zombie. Okay, now it's easier to ignore because it's... Well, because it's not there anymore. Anything is easier to ignore. We don't need to actually ignore it. Isn't it? I don't have enough... Or I don't have any spare rods. But I'll just use this instead. Babagooshki. Then I've got an Enkased fan. Now, I'm gonna have to use my brain of game mechanics. I can use netherite or netherrack, not netherite. What am I? Knowing things that are new. Isn't that like 6 updates old? Actually, I believe it's in this update, which this mod pack is like 1.14. So that's... Okay, maybe it's not quite new. But if I would put netherrack down here, and then I would put a sign in front of it so that it wouldn't spread, that would be able to do certain things. Then I don't actually want to cover this up. I want to place a belt here. I might cover this up with cobblestone against fire. That could work, right? Then place the... now I need to make sure that I get the power over here. How deep does the bar in there go? Oh, that's ground level, which is pretty good sounding for me. That's gonna be... I'm aware of the fact that this pit is gonna be full of water right now. Now? Huh. Now? Oh, I'm just wrong. It wouldn't be the first time that I've been just wrong. I can say that for certain. Then I would make it go under here, and I would put a gearbox there. Okay. Spangulastic. There. And put that there. That there. That there. And this. Goulash. Which has very little to do with it, but it's food, and I always think about food. Okay, so I'm gonna need several more belts. Let's see. But the nice thing is, when I'm done with these, I'm not gonna have to make dried kelp every time manually. I need to have like an absurd amount of random crafting tables around the whole world, because that fits my natural way of working more, I feel. Actually, wait, I could save on one belt by doing it over here. Is that gonna... Oh, that's not gonna flood. Cool, 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 cool. Cool to a reasonable amount. Extend. Amount, whatever. And then, am I stupid? Might be a little very stupid. Am I stupid? Actually, I think I'm going to be able to do that with another belt fewer if I really think about it. And then the question is going to be if it goes the right direction. And now I need to... I need to make sure that these actually go in the right way. I can't do that from there. I'm going to have to do that from here. And there. Baglushka. I have one gearbox. That's not mine. Okay. That goes like that. Which I feel like that's going to mean that this doesn't work. That turns toward. That also turns toward. I feel like my brain is telling me that's not the right way. But frankly, I'm not smart enough to be able to conclude whether or not that means that it actually is not the right way. Are there any bigger backpacks than medium? Large. That's the biggest. Leather, I don't know, leather. I feel like I probably have already gone out on a search to find more leather and wool, was it? Oh, wait, you. Yeah, find more leather and wool for a bigger backpack. But then never actually got to it. That sounds very me-ish. What was I doing again? I was making another gearbox. Oh, there it is. Yeah, look at that. It's gone the way that I didn't hope it would go. But. Oh, no, now I don't have any andesite casings left. Oh, dear. I need 2 casing, and I need log. But then, into planks. No, that's not the right. I need a gearbox. I need an andesite casing, is what I need. And then I need the gearbox, which is why I need the andesite casing. So I guess in reality, I still need the andesite casing. No, I still need the gearbox. That's going to turn around how that turns, and that's going to make it work. How many times could I have used a gearbox, but did I not because I was stupid? Probably a billion times. Nuke. So then what I do is I connect the only mechanical weld that I actually made because I thought I needed it before to there. And I'm probably going to get some funnels to work in a funny way. I guess I can just use an andesite funnel for this. Oh, I still have 3 left and 1 brass one. Ooh. Oh dear. That is not how I hope that would place itself. Agushka dushka. There comes the kelp. There comes the kelp. Etc. etc. There comes the kelp. I don't have time to think of a whole lyrics. Did I? Oh wait. I thought I didn't make the lever before, but it turned out I was just making multiple levers and not finding them correctly in the inventory. Apparently thinking is above my pay grade of $0 an hour. But, no, I didn't mean to do that. You go back in. Oh, I should probably put my saplings away over there, because then I can have that thinking lead. Then... Oh wait, that's a block too close, and that... Okay, that's fine. That'll be there. I mean, there. That will be unfortunate. I guess I can... This is not the most efficient thing you've ever seen. Not space efficient, at least. And also definitely not going to be very resource efficient. Or time efficient. It's just not going to be very efficient. You're not going to look at it. You're going to look at this thing and you're not going to say, wow, that's incredible. You're going to look at it and there will be no doubt in your mind that someone incredible has worked on it and used an incredible amount of resources, way more than would need to be used. You're going to be like, I'm going to forget this in 10 minutes. You're going to take exactly 0 photos in front of it because it's not that special. Well, it's especially stupid, but... Oh wait, I have 37. I guess I have enough bones for a while. Aye. Yawn. Then, what was my thing again I need to do now? There was an affair which I needed to complete. I need to make more belts. The thing that I just said I wouldn't have to make more of, I now need to make more of. There. And there. That's 2 more belts. Then I'll have to put a chest here that I will need to put a brass entrance on so that I can have a filter. That crafting belt bench is honestly further away than I would like it to be. Make it like here. That would burn down actually, because, well, even if I wouldn't be using any fire, I'd find some kind of a way to miraculously set it on fire. Just like my machine that I set on fire. I believe that's still burning. I am a special breed of engineer. Oh. But if you'd seen all of the things I've seen from the several people that I hear things from that work in any sort of engineering, whether it's software engineering like myself or any sort of other engineering, you'd get kind of scared. There's no reason to be scared. Everything is going to be fine in the end because, you know, they don't educate those people not to be good at their job. Not to be good at their job. I have lots of netherrack. But people are absolutely good at their job. You just also think that they're really bad at their job because it seems very interesting. There's a lot of special people in the world doing a lot of very special things. I still have signs left. Dang it. In fact, I also still have kelp left in there. But why is it a singular? One singular piece of kelp is weird. These nuggies. That's an Easter egg now. Oh, do I even have a... I don't have a stint and fleal. Steel and flint. Do I have one? Maybe I have one. I have one. And I'll be incredibly... Okay, so nothing is on fire, right? I'm hearing fire sounds. Nothing wrong is on fire, right? Oh, it's the campfire. Okay, good, good. So now, instead of blowing this out, which would also be a very logical thing to happen, this is gonna turn into smoke. Now if I do this... Oh, wait, I'm stupid. Fun fact. That same thing that I just said. Now I'm gonna make it so that it's only gonna allow kelp. Lushka, tushka. Tushka, tushka, tushka. And you see, all of the kelp that I just put in there is dried. Even though that was already dried. But this is gonna blow your mind. I hope... Yes. This has blown your mind. It probably hasn't. But I wish it would have. Oh, I did not mean to pick up that kelp. But this is gonna mean that whenever I need kelp, I'm already gonna have dried kelp. Because I've made an automatic machine for it, and that's all I do. So, I have my kelp auto baking. What more can I make? I could expand the automatic food farm, but it seems like it's already expanded enough. The tree farm is something that I'm going to need to keep thinking about because it's difficult for my brain to handle. The andesite farm, I'm going to need lava for that, which is also very difficult. I'm going to need the whole cake farm, which is going to have to run on a sufficient efficiency to make sure that I don't lose cake on it, because if I wouldn't use the cake for burning to get lava that I need to use to make more cake so that I can eventually have have a positive, what's the word? Have a profit, have a lava profit. If I don't have enough to make a lava profit, then that's going to be difficult, I guess. Then I'm going to start running out of lava, which would be exactly not what I would want to happen. So I would need to make that work on a high enough efficiency, but also, oh god, there's more of those, man. Men's Pilger. No, I'm not here. You have not seen me. I'm going to get a bucket of milk before you start raiding me. Actually, wait, does that even happen? Because I'm not out of a village. I have no clue if that would actually happen. Because I'm not in a village. Either way, I'm going to get some milk. Because milk is milky. I'm not sure why milk erases potion effects. But it helps. It absolutely helps. That is a thing that it does. Okay, so my brain can't handle the tree farm. The andesite farm is difficult because I need to do efficiency things with it. can I even work on? Do I have anything else to work on? Oh. Can I make something absolutely useless? I mean, making absolutely useless things falls perfectly within my abilities. But do I have anything absolutely useless to make? Like a penguin back scraper. Does Minecraft have penguins yet? Well, not in this version, I don't think. Maybe I've really missed a lot and there are, but I don't believe there are. Maybe I could make the penguin. Okay, what can I make? I'm trying to collect ideas, but I have very little creativity in that sense going on in my brain right now. What if I would, should I make a wipeout sort of thing? I thought, and I was like, yeah, I thinked very well. This is a good idea. But then I think I might not have thunked it right, so I should thunk a bit more about it. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. This is quite the predicament. What do I need? What are resources that I need? What are the things that I run out of? I should make a redstone farm at some point. This also... I'm gonna add that to my to-do list. Stone farm. Also, I'm not sure I'm gonna make this episode a full 2 hours because, as you can see, I'm already running out of ideas. And also, it's warm here. Oh god, that's gonna heat it. Oh, that's fine enough. And I'm gonna need a blaze farm for that. Oh god, that's not gonna be within today's realms. And another thing, can you make a quartz farm? Oh yeah, with prismarine crystals. Or with soul sand. I'm gonna put that in there, just in the off chance that I'm ever gonna make any sort of thing that will be able to do quartz farm or redstone farm, but neither of those I'm gonna be able to do yet. Okay. That did not work as well as I had hoped. What are more things that I would love to have, but do not have yet? Oh yeah, and of course eventually I'm going to need to make that work. I don't mean to be very pessimistic, but at this point I feel like that's never going to happen. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get that to work like as it did to look nice. Working is just spinning around. I believe I have everything glued together already, so in fact I believe it's already an air balloon, so it already, or like it's on a windmill bearing, so it already generates its own power, so I don't even need to make any power, it just works already. But working visually is a different thing from it working mechanically, and I don't think I would consider this working visually yet. In fact, I should make I should make probably literally anything that works visually, because this is my house so far. Maybe a better first ambition is to make just a simple thing. Well, simple, something relatively simple. Make not a whole sky like harbor yet, but make maybe just a simple house that has some things in it. Nothing special. Maybe a slight windmill. turning around or something. Something that looks a bit... Maybe, wait, wasn't there a clock block? Clockwork bearing? They should have called it a clock block. Rotating to 2 clock hands according to current in-game time. It would be very cool if I could make that work on a building. I think first things is to make something, like make some kind of a house, maybe a sort of land house-ish thing that actually looks decent. I think I'm gonna add that to the top of the to-do list because it's something I should have done post haste, if you will. If that not incredibly good working sentence is good enough for you, if you will accept that as a sentence. Okay, so make a house that looks better in brackets with some kind of why is there a creeper there? Creeper, why is there you there? I don't think it's answering me anymore. Okay, that's working cool. Okay. With some kind of clock, using clockwork bearing. That is very, very cool. Now, the difficulty is I'm really bad at building. So that's going to be a challenge. I feel like it might be a smart idea to already start working on that a slight bit. I can start making a bit of a layout maybe. Because, well, it is 1,000,000,000% within my nature to come up with a genius idea and then realize that I do not actually have the ability to do whatever that genius idea is. So, there have been many times that I needed lava and I couldn't find it. So I had to dig a hole, like, almost to bedrock. Wonder if there would have been anywhere closer to my base that I would have ever been able to find lava. Like a genius that I am. Okay, so I don't want to build too close to lava because it's going to be a fire hazard. Oh, what kind of house do I want to make? I think I would just want to make a big land house. I'm not going to make it weird. It's already difficult enough if I make any sort of shape that it isn't a direct rectangle and or even square. And now you're going to see how good I am at building. And it's not going to overwhelm you. If you weren't impressed by my technical prowess, then you're going to be real disappointed right about now. I think this is going to be where I place the door. Because you can either say you'll have to walk around the outside for long. So, you know, you're going to, like, if the door is here, then I guess you would, on average, have to, like, walk around the house more to get in the door. Or you can say you need to walk in the door and then take longer to actually get places in the house because it's further away from the middle of the house. But if I don't have enough doors, then I can always add more doors. That's it. Think about houses. Some houses have multiple doors, maybe even 2. Houses are incredible these days, aren't they? It says while trying to chop down a tree with a pickaxe. Houses are incredible with their ability to have not just one door, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. I've seen houses with more than 3 walls. Architects these days are really going mad. In a mainly positive way. So, then, oh, don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me, Ender Mister. Or Miss. Or NB. I have no clue, actually. Are there any other... Are all Endermen male? I have... I should not think about that, because it's going to explode my brain. Just like everything else. Okay, what if I make a funny little thing here that's going to be like that? Apparently I'm already struggling with making a shape for the house. Even if I'm not keeping myself to any sort of smart things, it's difficult. That's not an excellent sign. But imagine if it would be. How awesome would I be at, like, everything? If being confused by it would make you good at it. The only thing I wouldn't be good at would be music. And yes, it is right that I'm very often confused by a lot of things that I am good at. But still. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna cut those two out. And that is centered. Cool. Awesome. That's gonna be a door. And then I'm going to continue the same rectangle for longer. Ooh. And then, yes, once again, I've come up with something that is absolutely not within my abilities. Let's make this a diagonal piece. Oh yeah, I have the best of idea. Thank you, sheep. Oh no, I have a better idea. Oh, okay, I'm gonna de-expand, if you know what I mean. No, that should be 1 block further. Oh. So I'm going to de-expand. I'm going to put this here. And instead of making this a weird little diagonal piece, my first thought was a ship, like the helm of a ship. The front of a ship that's like pointy and like sticking out of the side of the building. Then I realized I have no clue how to make even a normal ship. And then I realized I'm not even able to do anything diagonal. I believe that is square. So I'm going to try to make this into a square to make it a square tower, but I'm already doubting myself on my ability to see if something's square. Well, 8 isn't square. 9 is square. 4 is squared, but that's a different type of square. I'm gonna see. Bloop, 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 bloop. That's square. Thanks. Thank you, ability to do math. Well, geometry. And here we go. And Belushki. Here we have it. The confusing, incredibly suboptimal shape of my future house. I'm gonna see if I can do some more things. It's not that warm yet. Okay, so I'm thinking of making a lot of the house out of spruce because it looks good. I do not like acacia. I do like spruce. I have a lot of hungry. I am very hungry. Nom nom nom. No, Marty, no. Zombert. Oh. That was the first... Before I even hit either of them, I already was on fire. How do I do it? Magic. I might plant a few trees around it to make it look funky and fancy, but that will be later concerns. For now, I'm gonna hope that I'm even able to make a house in the first place. Maybe it's funny to kind of have it behind this little hill. It's not even, well, I'm Dutch. For us, this practically counts as a mountain. Okay, so I'm think for ease sake, I'm gonna try to kind of evolve it rather than build it up perfectly from the start, because that's just not... You need some kind of a very good person at things to even be able to do that. It's not a natural way of doing things, and I am not very good at it, so I'm not going to be the person that you seek for if you want to do something like that, especially not if you want to make it happen right. But there is already a chance that I combust spontaneously if I try to make a house like work well from scratch rather than make a house and then make it look nice. I am ever so slightly volatile when I'm thinking. That's one for the quote books. Okay. A lot of dirt. I'm gonna put dirt in there. I'm gonna put oak. No, I'm not gonna put oak in there. I'm not gonna put acacia in there. I'm gonna put maybe mainly things in here that I'm gonna use for it, which will also not be seeds or bones or arrows. Maybe sticks. Not acacia saplings. Because I'm not that fond of acacia. Not that fond of acacia. Boom, 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 boom. This is not a song. So I guess we need a lot of spruce. A lot of spruce. I can put that in here. It's going to be difficult for, later me to find out whatever the heck I was doing there, but I like to make things difficult for later me, which later me isn't always very happy with. So, spruce. I think I'm gonna start making it flat planks. And probably already use all of my logs to turn into planks, because later I'm gonna need to get more spruce anyway. Might as well not, do all the specific numbers and something that I'm still absolutely unsure of before I have any sort of clue if it's gonna work. That would be a lot of work and likely not a very excellent outcome. So I'm gonna just turn all of my spruce into planks when I get there. Wait, that's dark oak. Oh, that's cool. I wonder if I should work with spruce and dark oak or with spruce and oak. I'm not good at things, but I believe I remember something about it being smart, it sounding smart if you use multiple different colors that make it seem like there's different layers. See, I know the word color palette. Palette. I just don't know how to pronounce it apparently. I know the word color palette slightly. Oh, I need to eat again. Apparently playing games where you playing a game where you don't need to eat makes it more difficult to remember to eat. There we go. So, there's more spruce. There we go. That's also an spruce. I think I should know what spruce is in Finnish, but I don't remember it. Maybe it's kuusi? Maybe it's tammi. I believe tammi is oak. And kuusi is spruce. But do not pin me down on that. I have very little certainty about any of that. If you really want to know, ask a Finland. Finland's know how to suomi. Okay, there's some more spruce over there. Okay, that should be a reasonable start for a spruce forest. Let's go. That's previously. Let's in the past. It's probably smartest to just laugh about them just in case anyone would have found them funny. Those they're Mario jokes, but they're really not worth explaining. They'll only steal your IQ cells brainage if you think about them. I think it might be a smart idea to kind of like do like this and make it like in the middle, so it's gonna be big, mysterious. It's gonna be one of those typical types of towers that like kids, like in movies, like the whimsical ones. Kids like live in some kind of a house, and it's like, our parents were always great. We were allowed to do everything. We had plenty of money, and we were able to read and research every day of our lives. But there was one tower we were not allowed to enter. La la la. That's the sort of vibes that I want from that tower. Don't even ask what's going on in there. What types of things would go on in there? I guess maybe just the clock mechanisms. It's like the type of like all of the television producers and everyone already came like running when the fictional kids. Yeah, it definitely makes sense. Definitely a sensible storyline. When the fictional kids said like, "Hey, there's a secret, scary tower in our parents' house that we're not allowed to enter." Or it was like, "Oh, this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be some kind of an evil, secret, spooky thing," and eventually they actually get in there, and it's like, oh hey, it's just they just didn't want us to get stuck with our fingers in the mechanisms for a giant clock. I guess that would make sense. But it would have been a funny adventure because everyone would roll out with their cameras and it would turn out that nothing was actually going on. I don't know how television works. I have extremely little clue of how people do television-y things. But I'm sure you already understood that. also have very little clue of how towers work. Well, I'll try to deal with the cards that I have. That's not how the proverb goes. I'll try to live my life with the cards that I'm dealt. Today was one of those I should not have turned my brain on this quickly days. One of those whole day, like, everyone has had it at some point where they stood up too quickly and they got dizzy. I started seeing colors. I feel like everyone has had that at some point. That has been my whole day today, but not in a painful way, just in a weird way. Just in a way where I am very stupid. Permanently. In fact, that sounds like more than just today. That sounds like the last 17 years. Just around and about as long as I've had to think and had to... Actually, is that long? I don't know when I started speaking human language. But, you know, difficult things. Okay, I did not get immortalized by the Sombers this time. But he did get immortalized by moi. Got it. Oh, wait, no. I was like, no, scary, there's a spider. But it's... Oh, wait, no, it is mad at me. I was like, it's too much into the day for them to still be mad at me. Plus, I'm definitely lovable, right? Yeah. I'm being not so being nice to. There was... My initial instinct was to create words, and then that just disappeared. So... Oh yeah, I was getting spruce. Wow. Do I need more logs? Is that the thing that I'm looking for? Because that's dark oak, not spruce. Does dark oak look better or spruce? Oh, that is very little difference. Maybe I kind of like that it's also brown along with the house, but also... No, I feel like this dusty look makes it a bit nicer. Because else it's just... You know, it's as if someone just made a block of red. Instead of made, you know, red with details and more gray. It's... Yeah, I think the dark oak works much better. Do I have any sort of dark oak left? I'm slightly afraid that I might not. That is unfavorable. Is there any sort of dark oak nearby? Don't tell me I've just vowed to make my house out of something that doesn't exist anymore, that I just took the last 3 pieces in existence of. Where's that just dark oak? Yeah, that's just a whole forest of dark oak. Okay, I guess that works. If I'm gonna run out of this much dark oak, I should cut down on my usage, I guess. I was gonna say something like I should get a Nobel Prize, but I'm not sure there is a Nobel Prize for running out of extremely big amounts of dark oak. There should be, because of insert motivation here, but there isn't yet. Right? Maybe there is. Maybe I should look if there happens to be such a thing. You never know, right? You never know if secretly there is a Nobel Prize for using absurd amounts of dark oak. In Minecraft, specifically. In real life. Maybe. Like, as in... It's easy to say that it's bad because you shouldn't use too much wood. Because it's... But, you know... If you think about it that way... I feel like wood... Actually, I've heard people say things against wood, but isn't wood like one of the most renewable resources on Earth, and it also takes CO2 out of the immediate... What's the word? Oh. Brain is ungiant today. The immediate... not circumference. It's a system. That's it. The carbon system. Is that... Actually, I'm not sure if that is it. It could have been it. Maybe it isn't it. So... That's a nice thing about oak. Dark oak. I like that you can kind of climb them. And you're at the top and you can cut everything down from there. That's nice. That's a nice thing about dark oak. Because it makes it feel less repetitive in my brain. Or maybe not less repetitive, but like it makes it feel like it feels like it's less repetitive because you have other things than to think about the fact that it's repetitive. Is that what I mean? Something like that. And that's that. Now, I'm gonna have to think, how much do I actually want to include any sort of stone in the structure? And if so, I feel like generally if you want to include any sort of stone in your structures, it's not gonna be cobblestone, let's be honest. I think I'd rather have cobblestone than probably polished andesite, diorite, and no, or no, any of these polished, and also more than these unpolished. This one, like andesite, maybe, but diorite and granite, no. So, well, it's also a good idea to take the grass out of here. It's probably also a good idea to make some doors, but what do I want to make that out of? I feel like dark oak is a contender there because... I feel like dark oak is a contender for making the doors out of because that works with the frame. But I'm not sure. There's gonna be a lot of seeds in my inventory in a few seconds. Oh, 21. Okay, that's doable. Like, it's doable whether or not you would be able to do whatever you would need to do with them isn't really that much of a thing there, but you get what I mean, right? Nobody gets what I mean, but if you say you get what I mean, that's an easy way to not have to explain what you mean. Okay. I'm thinking of using bricks in my house because they look kind of fancy, but they're also cool because they're gray, so they are in between the brown of the dark oak and the red of the spruce. Doom, 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 doom. I have no clue when that turned into a song, but it was... oh god. Switching items between different inventories also has different systems. What was I singing about? I feel like I was singing about something kind of crucial that I should remember. I guess the bricks. There's a very, very good chance that I have not remembered whatever thing I was just singing about was so crucial. Okay. I'm gonna just make some stone bricks out of this. How much does every dried kelp block melt again? Oh, whatever. I have a dried kelp farm, so that is not the biggest of my concerns. Okay. What is a bigger of my concerns is whether or not what I'm going up is gonna look good. I think I also should just clear out this space for myself, because that, if I have that space, that's gonna help a tremendous lot, and not having to take away grass and throw away the seeds every few seconds, which would, it's not a big disruption, but then again, it's me, and that would be a tremendous disruption. So I think I may think about a smart thing, which would be a thing which would be smart. Bam. This is probably going to look horrible, but I'm going to try it out anyway. And now I'm going to have to go to bed because it's turning night. I think I am going to go for about 2 hours with this stream. I remember that I said 20 minutes ago that I wouldn't, but it seems achievable now at this point. And then I'll try to make sure that I have something decent by that point for my house. But, well, I'm not going to be able to guarantee any such thing. I feel like I can do something cool with it, but I'm not sure if this is it yet. I feel like there's going to be some moment where I look at the staircases and look at it, think, wow, this is the best idea I've ever had. And it's a good thing I had those staircases there, because they helped me think of it. It's a somewhat whimsical and not entirely likely situation, but maybe. Oh wait, that's not it. That's not how you craft bricks. They already were bricks. So if I do that around the whole house, I guess that will be I'm going to start just making this corner with bricks and the staircases and see if that looks good enough. And then if it does look good enough, I'm going to see if this looks a bit off, and then try to fix that here. It does feel a bit odd. And if I were to put this in here, you are not, it's somewhat impolite to blow up the insides of someone's house. You know, it is ever so slightly not the most polite thing you could do. But maybe if I'll build a basement, that will help. This, I feel like it looks a little weird. Perhaps. And I'll have to make my dark oak doors. At least on the inside for depth. But that's a different type of brown than that is. Maybe I should have. I'm gonna just try them out both. Cool. And take off the wooden weird handle that I accidentally created there. That's also, it's a bit different, but I feel like that'll work. Well enough at least. There's no sorts of funky rotations of blocks in this, right? Other than you can create for it, of course. I did have a funky idea to do with a tower if I would build one once. This is... I think if I make this one less protruding, I could kind of bring that idea home a bit. Perhaps. I think I'm going to do that. And then if it doesn't work that well, it's, you know, it's not the end of the world. I can just make the tower work in a more sensible way anyway. And I'm not sure I'm actually going to reveal yet what my idea is. It's an idea I had a while ago, one of the earlier ideas that I had for anything in the steampunk scenario, and if it works and if it looks as cool in reality as it does in my brain, it's gonna be incredible. But it's gonna be not the easiest thing to make everything fit in for. I can tell that already. So, do I have cool things that I need? Not really. I'm gonna have to make there. That was supposed to go there. I'm gonna have to make those things when I need them then, but that's not a big problem because it's not super expensive. Actually, that does still not look that good. Okay, it's gonna have to be something else than that then. I'm gonna have to get more iron. Actually, I already have iron on me. I'm just gonna get a stack more nuggies, maybe 2 stack, maybe just a bunch more nuggies. Oh God. Just make some cooler stuff. And then I'll see how much of it will remain. That's good. Then I'll be able to make my new tools, and I'll be able to pull that in one more. Don't be spawning in my house. If you're spawning in my house... Oh no, it was behind me. Good. Good, zombie boy. Well, I mean, he was still gonna kill me if I came too close, but at least he didn't spawn in my house. That's something I appreciate. Actually, I shouldn't put the side, but should put some stuff away before I accidentally light my house on fire. I have a book and a quill. Did I? Heater hold. What? Oh, guess I get what I was going for, but that's not going to work with a scale. Power make it elevator. Okay, those are not super specific. Are those things I already have? Yeah, I also have those in my personal note thingy. So actually, I'm just gonna put that there. What was I actively working on again? Oh yeah, I was gonna make myself some tools to get that part of the house more in, which is gonna be this half still, because I already did the other half. There. And then make this. Fluga chuga chuga wooga hooga nooga. Ba-bam. That's also going to be a door, by the way. I suppose that makes sense. And then any sort of extra back doors that I'm coming up with will also be canon. In a way, it's a sort of canonity, but it's not. Okay, it's not actually. It's actually that makes 0 sense to call it canonity. In fact, canonity in itself is a bit of an odd word. Not sure that exists. Okay, now I'm gonna have to choose. Will I make the tower bigger? Ooh, actually, something else that I also want to do is I think I'm gonna make a little. I want to make the walls too thick, maybe. For no reason. Well, I guess for decoration, that would be good to have that thick enough. And here, I'm going to start on the tower. Oh, it's such an ugly thing. And I'm going to try my best not to make it ugly, and it's going to come out ugly, and I'm going to be like, ah! But it will be ugly. And I regret that already. But I don't sound like I do, I guess. So, actually, no, now I'm going for a 2-block center again. This was exactly the right thickness. I guess 3 blocks wide. I might see if I need to make it 1 block wide. And then the Yunky Wunky is going to be... At this point, my words don't make sense anymore. I'm not even trying to come up with real words. I need to lay this out again. I'm thinking of perhaps making it into a circle type of thing. But I'm also thinking of not doing that. Maybe I'll see. Maybe I'll start by making it square and then see if during the decoration process it somehow becomes less square. Which, by the way, do not expect much of my decoration process. It's going to be, if you do that, it's going to be very underwhelming. So, I think I'm going to make it 9 by 9. And then maybe I can put some more gay flags on here when it is done. And then take this away. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. That's gonna look really dumb. There. Make it 9. Is it? No, that's 11. 3. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Oh, whatever. Maybe 11 is the right amount to go for. Maybe 11 is going to help me with all of my difficulties that I'm having in this. Maybe 11 will be the best number. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Yes. I still have the stone. Well, I will. Actually, I'm probably going to need that anyway if I go to the wood farm again. Don't you love this top-notch gameplay of me trying to make a house? Okay, so that was 11 already, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe this. My brain says that that's Gothic, but I have no clue if it is Gothic. I have no clue about the building styles because I never actually had that in art class. Well, I say art class. It was supposed to be arts and culture class, but it kind of more became do things outside of your comfort zone class. And well, I guess for me it was things out of my comfort zone because not many other people really had that much trouble with it. It was just, I'm just really scared of a lot of things, I guess. What's my mouth even saying anymore? Did I just swallow a fly? I might have just swallowed a fly. I hope I didn't swallow a fly. Not that it would have any sort of severe repercussions or anything. Oh, but I just hope I didn't for no apparent reason. Isn't it weird how your brain does that? It tells you, like, it's best if you don't swallow a fly. Why? I don't know. There's not really a reason. Just don't. And then I don't. I guess I just don't like the idea of eating flies and retroactively. Whatever. I'm just confusing at this point. I'm confusing at every point, aren't I? I'm just gonna continue in cobblestone until I have the right stuff. Da 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 bum, ba da da bum. Babushka. And bum dum. That's gonna, I'm not sure if that's gonna work because it's maybe I do need to make it smaller. I'm gonna see whatever's gonna happen. Why do I keep saying I'm gonna see whatever's gonna happen and I still already make my adjustments for a situation that I can't see yet? Brain is running at 3 FPS and still it thinks it's gonna be able to predict everything. Cool. 8 stone bricks. There. Mwah, 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 mwah. Okay, it has round about been 2 hours, so I'm probably gonna stop when I kind of have the tower layout done. Like have this made out of bricks. And then that shall be the last thing probably that I do in this episode. Well, except for the outro, of course. Then I casting the stone bricks. Actually, that's not enough for the, no. Damn. You're stuck here with me for another few seconds. For like half a minute. honestly, that looks like it's way too thick to properly have a tower that close to it. I can't even explain why. I have no words that I can say that would defend that such an idea in my head, but it feels like it's gonna be wrong. So anyone that can build things well in Minecraft is just a wizard and or witch and or both and or neither. Yeah. You know, this is very good at crafting and or mining and or both. And that doesn't even, crafting and or mining already covers the option of both, whatever. But what if you're both good at both and good at mining and good at building? Yeah. Definitely makes sense. Gotta make some walls, because that might be a good thing. We'll put some walls in these corners, because else it's gonna look like an almost, like not necessarily like a circle, but something that was supposed to look like a circle but didn't work like a circle, and that gives me an inherent feeling of unease. But maybe not everyone. Maybe I'll have to make that out of stone later, so that it's gonna or out of wood later, so that's gonna seem less like an inherent part of the tower structure. Okay, I think the next thing that I would do is make these pillars out of bricks all the way up, and then put wood behind it. That might be a bingo experience. So I can have the interior just be made of wood. That would make the life of interior design in this thing much easier. Because before that little corner, and that one is also going to be a difficulty, that was already causing half a problem. If I can think about this now and make it so that I only need one specific color on the inside, that's going to help me a ton. Well, it's still, so far it's still going to be two, because I have the bottom layer of bricks, but now it's going to be here as well, and that's not a big problem. At least, not that I'm foreseeing now, which I guess means very little. But, as I said, as soon as I kind of have the layout of this finished, and I had some ideas. Did I say the ideas part? I don't know. At least as soon as I have the layout finished, something like that, I was gonna stop the episode there. So, while I'm doing some last final things to see if they work well, I'm gonna also finish off the episode. And now I don't know when the next time will be that Ocean will join again. Maybe it will be next stream, but I fear not. Don't worry. If I'm gonna have to do multiple solo streams by myself, I'm not gonna make them all create. It would be fun, because create is usually a thing that only happens once every few months or something. So it would be fun to suddenly have a marathon of it, but it would also be kind of confusing. So I might see if I could, perhaps I could do a little producing run, I guess, again. We'll make sure, could make sure that, I have some funny music things to do, or I probably wouldn't do anything with like Planet Crafter or Satisfactory yet, at least, because I'm also, I don't know, I can see if I have some ideas that might work. Maybe this will work well. I really am making this much longer than just as soon as I have the base like layout finished. it's fine because it's the best chances that I have for anything to look any sort of decent. Okay, that might come out looking kind of cool, and then yeah, I have many ideas. I don't think I'm gonna do any like behind the scenes grinding and coming up with ideas because, well, firstly, it's fun if you can like just if people like crash in at some of the last or like some of the later episodes. Last, I don't know if there ever will be a last, but like I'd probably keep this series going for a while. But imagine like if you come in here, like you join a stream once, like way down the road when I've built this thing and 100 other things, and you can just watch back all of the videos and see all of the process of making everything. I don't know, maybe that's just the thing that I'd love to see, but I feel like that would be cool. I feel like this is too uniform. Maybe this would work better, and like I have to choose between those two. I think I'm going to try this one, but that will be difficult. Maybe this. This probably wouldn't look that good, no. Ugh, this is difficult. What if I would have both sides like this? That could work. And this maybe. Okay, that works. Kind of a almost a droopy on the bottom. It's drooping to the outside everywhere. And then have the middle piece up. I feel like that could make for a very interesting design. And and then I was gonna stop a few minutes ago, but I have one more good idea right now that I'm gonna try and make into reality, in the hopes that it's actually a good idea, not a really bad idea, which is very possible. Okay, that does cover everything up, but it's funny how it's a different color of gray because of, I don't know, some kind of shadow thing happening. Okay, I think if it would be an interesting thing to leave like one thing in the middle of the other two sticking out. The question is, would it look better to remove that single one and not have it sticking out, or perhaps could it also look better to actually make it stick out more? I don't have enough spruce to try that out right now. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can write down some ideas that I can gather for the construction, and then mainly for the tower. And the next time, I'm gonna see if I can make the tower work, unlike the tree farm, which I could very much not make work today. I put that as the title, very hopefully that I would be able to do any sort of good with it, but not much positive has happened. Like, I guess I've gotten some further in a few ideas, but it's not exactly ground-shattering progress. Here, though, I like this. I like where this is going. Very slowly, but coolly, I think. And that should probably be like this as well. Ooh. You know what, right now I'm gonna make a screenshot out of this so that I can kind of maybe draw my ideas on top of it. I'm gonna open that on my computer, and then after the stream I'm gonna save that screenshot so I'll be able to look at it and, look at it and give some new ideas, and maybe draw on some new ideas that I have to remember how I wanted to do them, because I'm very good at writing things down and then not understanding them anymore. So, as a recap, today I tried to build the tree farm, which didn't work. Still doesn't quite work. And I'm thinking of making it somehow different. And I've started working on a house which I have hope for. It's not exactly looking beautiful yet, but that's because I have also there's a lot of things that I haven't done yet, and I'm definitely gonna gather more ideas. So it'll be, I hope that next episode I'm gonna remember to work on this and make some cool things happen. Yeah. So, concluding as such, I would like to wish you, depending on where you are in the world and how late it is for you, a nice rest of the evening, afternoon, before noon, morning, that's the word. Or perhaps, if you're very sneaky, a good rest of the night. But remember to get your night rest, because I've made the mistake of not doing that plenty of times, and I know how inhibiting it can be for a person to have not enough sleep. So go to bed in time, kids. And that was it, I guess. I was, queuing for the next fact, and the next thing I need to say, but I don't think that's all of it, is it? Oh no, wait, of course, remember to press the funny buttons. Remember to check out the Twitch if you're on YouTube, and remember to check out the YouTube if you're in Twitch. Press the funny buttons. They're even funnier than me getting punched by 4 axes. Than me getting punched by 4 axes. That's just the whole funny thing. Even in Minecraft. And they're like, ha ha ha. Ha. That's how funny they are. The axes part was better. The axes made you feel in the center of your heart, the core of your heart, how funny it was. The ha 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 did not. So think of the axes when you go to bed, and press the funny buttons, press the like, or the subscribe, or the follow, or whatever. And that would be the end of the stream today. So I hope you enjoyed it, enjoyed the stream or the VOD, whatever you're watching, and good rest of the day. Bye bye.